Okay, so the situation is you have shot a video, and the video is all about tips and tricks on how to effectively work at home. And then you want to take that video and turn it into an online course so you can offer it up into your course library and then eventually maybe even assign it to people. So here's how you do that. I'm going to go ahead and sign in as Matt. He's the learning specialist, and he's got particular privileges that allow us to do this. And we're going to go over to My Client Groups and click on Learning, which takes us to the Learning Administration area. And first place I'm going to go is Learning Catalog Resources. And before I create any course whatsoever, from a best practices standpoint, what you really want to do is you really want to go ahead and upload one or more resources that are going to help support your course. In this case, it's going to be a video. In order to upload a video, all I have to do is click on Add Content, and then go ahead and click on drag or drop a video, or click on that. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to go ahead and find my video, wherever that might be on my system. And I'm going to find my video and I'm going to go ahead and upload it. Now, whenever you upload any type of resource, you have the opportunity to go ahead and rename it. So I'm going to rename this to make it a little bit more simple, or I'm going to maybe change the give it a proper title from a grammar standpoint. So go ahead and fix this. Maybe I'll change this to 2021. And take this stuff out, make it simpler. Okay. So while this is loading, I will tell you this. Depending on how big your file is, your video file will determine how long it takes the Learning Cloud to go ahead and process this video. If any of you have ever loaded a video to, let's say, YouTube or Vimeo, there's a processing time that goes along with that. So the system has to process the video in order for it to stream appropriately. It looks like we have completed our upload here. Now, your upload is different than your processing time. So if you have a very short video, the processing time is going to be a little less. If you have a bigger video, then the processing time is going to be a little bit more. Might be asking yourself, how long is this processing time? This processing time can be as little as 5 minutes to as much as an hour, maybe even 2 hours, depending on what's in the queue and how many videos you're loading and so on and so forth. So let's see how long it's going to take to process this. But in the meantime, while it's processing, what we can do is we can start creating our course. So I'm going to click on Learning Catalog, and I'm going to go over to Courses, and I am going to go ahead and create a course. Now, like I've mentioned in some of the other tutorial videos and demonstrations I've done, courses or this particular process, there's multiple layers that go into building a course. So after you go ahead and load your catalog resources, your file or files, that's the first layer. The second layer is creating the course. The third layer is defining an offering. And then the fourth layer is going ahead and telling the offering where the resource is that you loaded. So you have to connect everything together. The course that we're going to create here is titled Working from Home Tips and Tricks 2021. You can title it anything you want. You can put any description you want in the syllabus, any details that you like. In this case, for the sake of time and demonstration, I'm just going to give it the same as the title, and the same thing with the short description. I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to tell the system I want to publish this today. If I wanted to publish this in the future, then I could. That just means that I won't be able to see it until that date. And I also have an opportunity to basically turn this course off on a particular date as well. So, maybe we have this work at home initiative for the next year or so, and we do this year by year. So let's say, August 2022. We'll say the end of August. Okay, so we'll give it a little bit more than a year. And then we can put the minimum and maximum expended efforts and all that other stuff if you want. Pricing for a multitude of different things, particularly internal chargebacks and things like that. And then the other thing that I truly stress is loading an image associated with the course. For the sake of demonstration purposes and time, I won't, but it's as simple as finding an appropriate image in your image library that you might buy into or you already have, and or take a screenshot from the video itself and make that part of your thumbnail. Learning Cloud is very visual, and it's driven by icons and images and things like that. So it's very important that every course that you create has some sort of image associated with it. All right. We're not going to touch on prerequisites or learning outcomes or any of these other attributes and rules and things like that. We're just concentrating on creating a very basic course for the sake of being able to offer this in a library or for an assignment. So what we're going to do is just click on Save and Close. So we have the course layer now complete. Now, in order to have this system deliver anything and offer anything in the system, you have to choose an offering. How am I offering this course? You have to think of it that way. So I'm going to click on Offering, and there are three different choices. If I drop down Create, the first choice is instructor-led, second is self-paced, third choice is blended. Well, this is a video, so I'm not offering this as an instructor-led course. I'm offering it as a self-paced course. I click on something, a video pops up on my screen, I'm able to watch the video. Just in case you're wondering, blended offering is when you give somebody the choice of either an instructor-led course or a self-paced course. And if you complete either one of them, you get a completion status for the course. So like I said, self-paced course, or self-paced offering, I should say. And we're going to create that. We're going to tell the course that this is how we're going to offer it. It brings over the title, which is nice. And I'm going to give the description the same as before. And when I scroll down here, I also have another set of published start dates and end dates. You might be wondering why I have to do this again. Well, what if you have an updated offering, an updated video on the same topic? Well, you don't want to offer them at the same time. That would confuse people. So what you want to do is you would want to unpublish one and then publish the other one. So that's why we have a published start date and end date for the offering as well. So I'm going to keep this very consistent. Keep this very consistent with what I did before. I'm going to future date this and make this to the 31st. And then scrolling down here, I have American English as the language. Matt is the coordinator. And there we go. Now, the next thing I have to do is click on Activities, because I have to complete this process by telling the course and the offering, where's the video? But if I click on this right here, the system is going to warn me and require me to say, hey, listen, before you move on, you have to save whatever you did on this page. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to save this. As soon as it saves, it's going to bounce me over to the Activities tab. And I'm going to create an activity, which basically means that I am going to bring in or link the course to this offering, which is part of this. Let me say it this way. I'm going to link the video to this offering, which is part of this course. That's better. Now, it's really tempting to retype the title in here, which we could. Or here's a little tip. I can go ahead and click on this little spyglass, which is where I'm going to go ahead and choose my video. And sometimes this happens, right? Sometimes I'll come in here and it's like, where's my video? And I can check to see where the status is for anything that I've loaded previously. And like I said, maybe this video is not done processing yet. So I'm going to choose, and I'm going to go, I'm going to say all, right? And let's take a look here, right? So, and it says working from home tips. This is the one, right? So what's the real status here? It's not showing, which is fine. So I'm going to have to wait until this is active. Okay, which it is not active. So we will wait a moment, and we'll see how long it takes for it to be active. Okay, so the video should be done processing by now. So let's go ahead and search for it. Let's search for working. And there it is. Okay, so working from home tips 2021, that's what we loaded. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click select. And if you notice, it populates that in the title as well. If you want to change the title, you can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make it my description as well. And if you also notice that it it estimates the expected effort in hours. So it'll depending on how long the video is, it'll give you those numbers automatically. So, you know, obviously if it's an hour video, it's going to say 1. If it's 10 minutes, it's going to say a fraction. So the expected effort is automatically calculated based on the video length. So we're going to go ahead and click on close. And if you're looking to solicit any feedback about the video or about the overall course, you can go ahead and do that by clicking on Enable Evaluation and then choose your evaluation that's already in the library. We're not going to jump into that a whole lot in this video, but we've gone ahead and selected the video file that we want in here, and we're going to click on save and close there. And that's it. So let's go ahead and back out of this entire process here, starting from the course. And what we've done here is we started in the catalog resources, loaded a video, then we came up here to the learning catalog, we went to courses, we created this particular course called Working from Home Tips and Tricks 2021. And then what we did from in here, we created an offering. We told the system how we're going to offer this course. And we create a self-paced offering with a video file under the activities to link it all together. And once again, you have the option of going ahead and putting this into your catalogs, your communities, your library, or you can create assignments and initiatives and push that out to whoever you need to push that out to.